Hey, hello everyone, this is Mr. Alberonen here again, and this video is going to be about wave dashing, what that is, and how to do it more easily. This may be slightly out of spite, because I had a few comments asking why I was aggressively not wave dashing, just from full screen doing regular dashes, which upset a few MK viewers, because I haven't played an MK game in a while, and I was coming from Street Fighter or whatever, and I just hadn't gotten used to the wave dash feeling now, so now I've practiced it a lot. I've learned it, and I've learned the way to make it easier so that I have taught myself, and now I can teach you. So wave dashing is the action of canceling your dash, forward, back, into a block. And this is pretty easy. Just similar to pressing a dash into a button, you can just do the dash and do the thing and it'll cancel it wherever you do the thing. Right, that's simple. But wave dashing is when you cancel your dash into a block, but then release the block and instantly go into another dash. And this is what allows for that really fast, people call it buttery, it looks kind of weird, but it makes you a lot faster and smoother when you're trying to move around the screen rather than just mashing backwards or mashing forwards. As you can see, that got me really close to Reptile, a lot faster than trying to do this a bunch of times and then going into a thing. And also kind of just generally keeps you safer and neutral. When you've got your finger on the block button ready to press it down and you're even tapping block while you're doing things, you might just accidentally block something. Or your fingers are on the block button ready, so you're ready to just, instantly go into a block when a projectile's coming at you anyways. So, now you know what it is. The hard part, at least for me at the beginning, was how to execute it. Because my original thought was you just do a dash, forward, then block, and then do another dash. And theoretically, that can be how you do it, but there are ways to make it simpler. Because if you do try to do this, it can look like really gross and clunky when like that doesn't look good. And then I was like, maybe I just mash forwards and then mash the block slightly less than I press forwards, and so I can kind of do stuff like that. But that kind of untimed mashing can work if you happen to accidentally get the right rhythm, but it also can very much not work and lead to some really ugly looking movement. So you don't want to do that. So if the bad rhythm is what's causing it to go bad, then let's add some rhythm to it. And I think it's a lot easier to just do one rep of a wave dash than doing multiple in a row. So let's start with one rep. There we go. Look at my inputs on the left there. Forward, block, forward. And one thing that's really important when you're doing these inputs is that all of these are taps. I'm tapping forward, just like you do when you do a dash, but I'm tapping that block button. And it's really crucial that you click it and let go of it so fast. If you're on the trigger, I recommend you just instead of releasing the trigger by pulling your finger away from it, I recommend you slide your finger off of the trigger so it can release itself as fast as possible. I have mine on the bumper so that it's a lot quicker, that I can just tap, 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 instead of press down, release, press down, release. So that's important. And also, as you saw, that input there maybe isn't what you expected for a wave dash, because I didn't do a dash after the block. That's because the forwards from the previous dash was close enough to the forwards after the dash to count as forward again. You kind of get a 2-for-1 deal with that second forward, and that makes it a lot easier input, because now I'm just doing a dash and then pressing block and forward again, and that counts as my second dash. And that is just a lot easier to do things out of, and that covers a decent amount of the screen. When I'm around this distance, it only takes one wave dash to get in range for my forwards 1, basically, or my forwards 2, or standing 2. So that's really good, or even my down 3. Really, really cool. Even round start distance, that gets you close enough to go for a throw, and it's pretty quick. So forward, block, forward. And if you like to have a rhythm game with this, perhaps you're a musician, something that helps me get the right rhythm is the phrase pineapple pen. So the pineapple pen, where pine, apple, or pie, na is forward, and pull is pulling the thing, pulling the trigger to block, and pen is the last forwards. So pineapple pen. Pineapple pen. It's easier to say than da-da-dee-doo, or whatever. Pineapple pen. Really easy. It makes it a lot easier to execute. And now, if we're trying to do them further from more reps, then you just say it again. Pineapple pen, where pen is the last forwards, and pine is the dash, pull is the block. Okay? Pineapple pen. I'll see if I can say it while I do it. Pineapple pen. Pineapple pen. See? It works really well. I would try it out. It sounds kind of goofy, but it works. So, the reason why you have to do 2 pineapples instead of pineapple pen, is that for some reason, at least for me, doing the second dash executed, I can't do single in between forwards and block fast enough for them to count as dashes typically. So I have to do 2 regular dashes into blocks, and then into the cheat one with just a single forwards for the last one. As you can see there. So 2 regular dashes into a block, and the last one is the proper, like, cheat wave dash input. But I recommend even just doing this single rep of the wave dash input is extremely helpful and automatically made my gameplay way smoother, because now from distances like this, I can actually get in faster without just doing something like that. I can, like, move just a lot quicker, and it's really simple to input. And you can even hold down that last forwards if you want, because you're not tapping forward again. I can just go forward, block, forward, and then that forward can be part of my forward 2 input or whatever. It's just, I keep saying it's simple, but when you input it like that, it becomes a lot more simple, a lot easier to execute. And when you're trying to do something that's really fast in neutral, ease of execution is absolutely key, so that you don't accidentally mess up and embarrass yourself, like I was dashing in from full screen. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say, and the only tip I have. I recommend you practice it so that people don't say, why aren't you wave dashing from full screen instead of dashing? And yeah, the only tips I have are forward, block forward is a cheap way of getting a second dash, and it covers a lot of distance just with a single rep. And to get the timing better than just random button mashing together and hoping that it works, is saying pineapple pen, or if you're doing 2 reps, do pineapple pen. And hopefully that works for you as well as it did for me. Anyways, that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.